Hello and welcome to the third installment of the Guns and Gear review. Now before we get into the review, this gun does not come in this box. This is simply for show. Since I had a slight change in scenery, I don't have a very good one of these because there's a hole in it. So I put it in the box. It does not come with the gun, but here we go. Now this gun is the Sig Sauer P226 Springer by KWC. Now, a slight disclaimer about this gun is that it is already broken. It's been broken for a long time, but you can easily still do a review on this, point out everything. What happened was the spring popped out the bottom, and so you can't feed the BBs anymore. And I lost the screw here, and this spring came out, and now the magazine release doesn't work. Of course, it can still be fired. You can manipulate a BB into the chamber and basically drop one in there, close the chamber, and fire a single shot, but that's all you can really do. So there will be a shooting test doing that throughout the video. Now this one has real trademarks. It is licensed by Sig Arms, or Cybergun, I guess, licensed this one. Take out the mag for now, it's a little trying to come out. KWC, made in Taiwan. It says Sig Sauer P226 and a serial number. The build quality on this is it's a little better than the P32 was. It's okay quality. The grips are kind of they're not as good. They could be better, but yeah. There's no actual plastic that broke on this gun anywhere. It's all simply springs missing, which caused it to not be able to work. My friend actually has the same gun, and he too has the problem right here. So it might be every single model has that problem with that coming out. Make sure you do not lose this screw. If you lose the screw, the whole gun is trash. So back in the build quality, it is all plastic. There is pretty much no metal for cosmetics, just the screws and the springs are metal, and the inner barrel. This gun has a working hammer, goes down and fires. It will not fire a BB though, it's just for fun. When the gun is cocked, the hammer does go down and it fires. It can be decocked by pulling it back and slowly releasing the slide. The hammer is the trigger is a nice long pull. Feels pretty good to pull the trigger. It's not a hard pull or anything. The magazine release button is located here, so if you are firing, you can easily press the button and eject your magazine. The decocker, when I brought out my gas blowback for comparison, so here we have the gas blowback, cock the hammer, and decock the gun. This one, the decocker is actually the safety, so you can't pull the trigger. So the trigger, the safety works, does its job. The slide catch, see here the slide catch. Slide catch on this was it came off because I took off the grips, and that's why I lost the screw, because I took off the grips for some stupid reason. And the magazine, the slide catch fell out and I lost it. But so long as you don't take this apart, you shouldn't experience any of these problems. So just do not take it apart. To get off the slide, you can take that apart easily and it shouldn't have any problems. You push on the black part and simply pull it out. You need to pull the trigger and you can have your slide off. So you got a pretty good recoil rod system. You see the rod and the barrel, and there's nothing in the barrel. The inner barrel stays in the slide. Good system. I think this is a pretty smart Springer system that they've incorporated into it. It is my hardest shooting gas blowback. It's got the biggest spring. It's got a good shock absorbing rubber or plastic part right here. Can absorb the shock pretty well. The bottom frame, you can see here, this is all cut off, or there's like a thing blocking the magazine from actually going into it. Simply this little hole is where the BB comes out. You can see your hammer system is this metal part. Kind of looks like a firing pin in there. There is a firing pin. You can see your kind of firing pin looking thing. So that actually fits into this hole. To reassemble it, you align it with the rails and push it back in. You don't need to pull the trigger. Make sure it's all lined up and put in your assembly. So it's in there. You can start firing again. Now for comfort, we have really good serrations on the back of the slide that go pretty far forward. And for realism, there's a little dot right here, which is also on the gas blowback. I don't know if you can, yeah, it's right there. The one on the gas blowback is a little circle, and this one is like a little indent. So back to comfort. You got your diamond patterned grips. You got the rigged magazine release. Your trigger actually has riggeds or ridges or whatever it's called on the front of the trigger, so it's a pretty good trigger. You got them in the front here, so you can hold it like that and put your finger there. You got them on the disassembly, the safety used to be right here. The hammer has them, and that's about it. This model is, I guess, the navy version. I'm not sure, but the navy version doesn't have a rail on it, so this is the navy version. And the trigger guard looks a little different than this version. See the difference? The iron sights. The front iron sight is red, which is pretty nice. It actually changes your accuracy quite well. The back iron sights. The back iron sights are just plain white. You can see that your gun looks a little squarish, and it's rounded. It's rounded and then it gets flat and rounded again. On the other Sig Sauer, it's rounded, there's no flat at the top, and then round again, same in the back. This one is round and then flat, so that's a little weird, little difference. So the springs, they're not the best springs. They're a goldeny color, which means it could be like bronze or copper. I'm not sure what springs are made out of, but they're not the silver ones from before. They probably will rust if you get them wet, so I don't recommend putting this underwater ever. But they are not the best of springs, but they have not given me problems. Moving into more detail with the magazine. This gun is sold at Walmart, and they are spare mags. They're sold too. It is $12, which I forgot to mention, so it's a $12 gun. Spare mags, I don't remember how much they are. There was a small pin here that kept the base plate in, but I took it off trying to get the spring back in, and I lost it, so yeah, the base plate keeps coming off. How it worked before was you pull down the spring and lock it in place. There was a thing here to press to release the spring. It's got one of these weird systems that I've seen on springers before, where when it goes in the gun presses down on this, which releases a tooth. It releases this tooth, which is keeping the BBs in to feed the BBs in. So be careful if you have the BBs in all the way down and you press this, the BBs will come shooting out, which happens a lot. There's a small lead weight inside to give it some heft. It is quite heavy, and the gun itself is heavy enough. So here we have the magazine going in. I have to rotate it slightly to get the button to catch the mag. One more part I forgot to mention is there is some ridges right here for grip comfort. Now that is the pistol, the Sig Sauer P226 by KWC. We will be moving into the shooting test now. So to load this pistol, you would need 12 grams. Of course, I don't have any 12 grams, only 20s. Freaking box. Alright, so I mentioned before, you pull down the spring, hold down the button, and put in your rounds. Then you let go of the button and you release the spring. Then you put it in your mag, in the gun, and cock it and fire. For this video, I'm going to have to manipulate the round into the chamber, so pull back the slide and get my BB. Drop it into the mag well, and it's in the chamber. Okay, so obvious change in scenery again. The target's not that far away, but it is a big target. We got our pistol ready to go. I'm gonna start firing. There are gonna be cuts in the video because I gotta manually put the rounds in. So here's the first shot. So I didn't have to do any cannonballs. The BB went straight to the target, so it is quite accurate. I'll try some further targets. Okay, this target is slightly further away. That was the first target. There's the second target. Now I am going to try just shooting it straight at it, no cannonball. We'll see how we do. So it is obviously my most powerful springer and my most accurate. So we hit the first target, second target, now we're going to try the third target. Okay, so my third and furthest target, it is about almost the length of my backyard. So we're going to try aiming straight at it, no cannonballs. Here we go. Oh, we missed. Try again. So the BBs, they fall short, but I'm sure you could try to hit it. With 12 grams, you could definitely hit that. You could hit the first two targets, no problem. We're going to move back to the pan and just do some shooting entertainment. Try some iron sights. So as you saw, it is quite accurate and it reaches a pretty good range. So 12 grams would definitely make this gun a lot more range. Accuracy, they might fly a little, but it is my most powerful springer to date. Not the most powerful in the arsenal. The arsenal includes my arsenal and Zodiac's. He just got a Tokyo Marui Desert Eagle springer, so that's probably the most powerful and the most accurate. So there might be a review on that. But out of my lineup, this is my most powerful springer and most accurate. Now, a little fun thing I've noticed about this gun is you can shotgun effect it. So what I do is I cock it and grab a handful of BBs and simply start feeding them into the barrel. You could probably do this with any Springer, but this one has the power to get them all out. So I'm just loading the barrel till it comes up to the muzzle. That's about it. And you can shotgun effect it. So this is with however many BBs I happen to put in there, and this is the shotgun effect. Yeah, they didn't go very far. They didn't go very far, but it's fun. So that concludes the review of the Sig Sauer P226 by KWC Springer. Easily found at Walmart for 12 bucks or 20 in some cases. Mine was 12. For the price, it's a good Springer. It is decent enough quality. Definitely. No plastic is ever broken. It's just simply the springs falling out, and you gotta be careful about that. I'm not sure how it happened, but it just does. So it's a good gun. It's powerful enough. If you were in the backyard airsofting and you wanted to pwn, I suggest you get this gun and definitely pick up extra magazines. And it's a good gun. Stay tuned for more reviews. Gas vlogs are coming up soon, and gear will be in between those. And my most recent video was the USP. Also, the reviews like the Millennium and the P32 are uploaded, and there will probably be annotations to that. So definitely watch those videos if you like Springers, and subscribe to the channel.